Starting to stream.
Start your engine.
Making sure
3, 2, 1.
everything gets started here. So that get us off midway through like we did last week. Right. Cool. So, welcome back for another edition of Sea-Doo Sunday, where we're speedrunning Wave Race 64. A lot of focus here lately has been on Drake Lake. So if you have tuned into past streams, you're going to get to watch me play through pretty much the same exact course over and over for a while. I'm going to mix it up a little bit tonight, just so it doesn't get too boring. So we're going to do some warm-ups on Southern Island, but as always, we'll keep it light. And I appreciate everyone jumping in and joining in the chat. Feel free to chat along. Throw some banter out there. Critique my wave racery, if you will. It's all fair game. But yeah, let's get this started. So we're going to start out on Southern Island. Just going to get the hang of, get the feel for things. Since the last time we played was Wednesday, and I'm just not that good yet.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we are starting out, getting into the proper view. Sunset Bay is not my best course, but it is probably the one that I enjoy second most, next to Drake Lake. So this is kind of a good warm-up for us. If you're just tuning in, our goal is, obviously, to play Wave Race as fast as possible. Oh no. That's not how you do it.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, we didn't get the max power, but that's okay because I suspect that we're going to be starting this guy over again. I will say I'm a little less distracted today than I was last Sunday. Last Sunday, I was feeling pretty miserable with all the sunburn. If you miss me crying about sunburn, just look back in the archives and you can watch that out there. Anyways, hope everyone has had a great week. I look at this Sunday night as kind of a palate cleanser for everyone. The weekend's over. I'll be starting work tomorrow. I would assume working a 9 to 5, probably. If not, Monday's kind of the start of a new week, so kind of get you out of the weekend mode and kind of wind things down into regular old week. Mostly it's for me. Because I wanted an excuse to play N64 on Sunday nights. Oh no. Oh gosh, that was ugly. That was just disgusting. I haven't done that bad in weeks. I considered just, instead of doing speedrunning tonight, just doing some random stuff in Wave Race. We haven't done anything with the stop mode yet, which I would argue is probably my favorite mode in the game. Yeah, so while there's like no official speedrun category for the stunt mode, I think it'd be fun to just, play through it one evening. I really kind of hate how this is starting out so far. I'm already a little bit frustrated with how things are going. This is what I get for switching courses, though. Drake Lake is really where our focus has been. Oh! I tried to thread the needle. Shouldn't have done that. I've been saying I was going to do it for a while, and this week I did spend a little bit of time practicing the max power, just right off the start line. Still not great at it, but definitely better than I was. Or this one's starting out just a touch better than what we have been doing, as I completely throw it away. So we're going to try this guy a couple more times. And then we're going to jump on over to my bread and butter currently, which is Drake Lake. So tonight on Drake Lake, we're going to try to shave a half second off of our single lap time, which is a lot, and I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do it tonight. We're going to try. And I don't know how much I need to, but I would like to. So right now, my best overall time is 114 and some change, and I want to get it down to 113 and some change. I don't believe that that's going to be a full second, but I want to be into the 113 category. And restart this guy. Anyway, that is the goal for tonight. We're just playing Sunset Bay because this is going to be the next one that I start spending time on after I feel good about our Drake Lake times. So this is kind of a warm-up plus kind of a precursor to what's up next. I think that the courses that really have a lot of wave mechanics going on are the more challenging ones, just because you've really got to make changes on the fly. And I know if you make the same route every time, the waves should be in exactly the same place all the time, but getting there and making some of those tweaks on the fly, it's just a real challenge. So definitely not our best time there. At least we finished. Oh no, I didn't want to retry. Didn't want to quit either. What's going on?
Select your watercraft, please. Select your course, please.
All right. So anyway, back to Drake Lake. This is where we're going to be spending most of the night. And this is also where you can expect to see kind of the, I want to say the best performance, but the best performance from me. so take best performance with a grain of salt. Like I said, we're shooting for a 113 something overall time, and something like in the 23.5 category on a single lap. I definitely think that we can get there on the single lap. The 113 on the 3-lap time, that's probably going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll try. If nothing else, I would like to see me beat my personal best time tonight. That would be the goal. That would be my goal. Oh, no. We did, I say we, I spent some time practicing the starts this week. As you can see, I'm still not great at it. If you've watched my past streams, you'll know my success rate is higher now than it has been. A little too much contact back there, but alright. Baby steps. and what I mean by a little too much contact is there should be no contact at all. Other than me panicking, that was a pretty good turn right there at the start line, or right after the start line. One thing is, I'm still fighting the urge to panic in certain sections of the course. Oh, rough. We're still pretty loosey-goosey, so try to tighten it up a little bit as the night goes on. Nope. Hang on. Save this. Let's try. Okay, not too terrible, but oh, yeah, I can't save that. On. So, for those of you watching, I don't know where all of you are located, but here in the Midwest, we have a pizza chain of Jets. Jets originated in Detroit, and they make Detroit-style deep dish, which, you know, everyone talks about Chicago deep dish. Chicago deep dish that's not where it's at. Detroit-style deep dish is where it's at, and for the record, I'm in Ohio. I'm not in Detroit, so it's not like, oh, Craig, you're just saying that because you're in Detroit. No. I'm saying that because it is a far superior product. And as far as chains go, Jets has the absolute best chain pizza, in my opinion. Today, they were running a special because of the partnership they have with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they were giving half off one topping pizzas. So yeah, I got to chow down on some pizza tonight for half off, and it was pretty awesome. See that we've got some pizza fans out there. Pizza can be a very divisive topic because everyone, myself included, has very strong opinions about pizza. You know, some people like the thick crust, like the thin crust. Some people like a lot of sauce. Some people are serial killers and like to put, you know, ham and pineapple on it. But for me, you know, that stuff, it's not meant to be enjoyed on pizza, that's for sure. And I will say too, oh no, oh, it was going so good.
Almost had it.
The Little Caesars. You know, Little Caesars is notorious for just cheap, bottom of the barrel pizza. Now, I'm going to give you guys a secret. If you go to Little Caesars and get their Detroit style deep dish, and don't take it home. And that's your first mistake, is if you get it and you take it home. But get it and eat it right there in the parking lot, like, you know, as fresh as it can be. That's a pretty solid pizza for $7. Oh, and I'm not just saying that because I am sponsored by, you know, Little Caesars here in the Little Caesars NHL hockey room, but because I legit like their Detroit style deep dish. But yeah, the pineapple on pizza. No, thank you. I can take that down the road. No. Ah. See, now, for you guys, that little slalom section there didn't look bad. But for me, like, I knew I was pretty late on some of my turns there, and I was really stressing, you know, is my watercraft going to steer back the way I want? Is it, or is it just, you know, I'm going to plow into a buoy like I did right there? Yeah, so it looks super smooth, but I assure you, that was definitely panic-inducing. Yeah, so definitely don't want to see contact with the buoys there. It's no fun.
You almost had it.
Hey. Full disclosure, I see the whole raid thing happening right now. I am very new to Twitch. I don't fully understand what a raid is, so if someone wants to explain that to me, that would be cool. Hey, thanks for the comment on the room. This is what I did for myself during the pandemic. So I basically have all this crap that I have collected over the years that I absolutely love, and it was mostly just sitting in like big Rubbermaid totes. And so while I've been sitting here at home, this is what I did to my basement. And so what you can't see, which is off camera, is there's some arcade games down here, and all of this stuff kind of continues. It's a very large basement, and there's just stuff everywhere. No, I am definitely not single. Happily married, wife, kid. Um, as far as speedrunning Wave Race, this is actually my 12th session, and I am not playing it when I'm not streaming. Aside from the practice that I did this week on getting the max power off the line, because I've really been sucking at that lately. But I mean, I maybe spent 30 minutes on it, so I'm streaming about an hour, hour and a half twice a week. So I'm definitely not spending 40 hours a week playing Wave Race. I just can't do it. But yeah, as far as like the stuff in my basement though, she was cool with it as long as it all stays in the basement. I think she's just happy that it's in the basement and not everywhere in the house like, you know, I would prefer. But she's also a pretty big nerd, so probably not be too upset if it filtered into the rest of the house. Honestly, the biggest issue with it overflowing into the rest of the house is me and the kid fight over my toys because, you know, he wants to play with them. I want to play with them. I don't want to share. But, oh! Oh, just OG 64 controller. Fun story. I've said it on the stream before. I am actually playing. I'm playing my childhood Wave Race 64 cartridge on my childhood N64 on the TV that was in my bedroom whenever I was a teenager. It's on the same TV stand, so I mean, it's like one of the few things that I actually held on to from like my bedroom as a kid. So yeah, it's kind of surreal in a way, you know, sitting here 15 years later, playing the same games I was as a teenager, preteen. Yeah, it was just a moment. Oop. Okay. So OG. I can shade that a little bit. Load N64 controller. Yes, actually. So if you look, actually, those are probably all NTSCs up here. Yeah. I do have some PAL games. But I don't really have them out right now. So N64 is my largest collection. I have a fairly extensive US collection, and I have a impressive to me collection of Japanese complete games, and I've got some loose PAL stuff, but that's probably like the part of my collection that I don't have a whole lot of. So for the longest time, I actually, and well, I say for the longest time, it's really still, I find collecting more enjoyable than actually playing. It's kind of weird, but I would rather go out and find some weird piece of hardware or some game that I've never heard of and add it to my collection than sit and play games. So I would say most of the N60, most of all of the game systems that I have, ugly, they really collect dust once I get them. Yeah, so yeah, so I've been working on the basement during COVID times. bit of backstory about me. I used to be a podcaster. It was probably about 3 years ago. We went for 3 or 4 years. Had a good time. Had a fairly large following before, I don't know, life kind of got in the way. So I'm a little getting back into the swing of things, of, you know, talking to people and not saying all the time, which I notice I'm doing. I do want to move away from, you know, just the headset and mic, but for right now, it was the easiest thing that I had to get going. I need to build a new PC, current GPU situation, that is just kind of off the table right now. Oh no! There I go saying again. It drives me absolutely insane, but, you know. I've had a lot of people ask me over the past couple of streams, what are your goals? And I've always answered that from the perspective of, what are your goals speedrunning Wave Race? And to be honest, my goals really don't have a whole lot to do with Wave Race whenever it comes to streaming. What I really want to get to is, I want to use streaming as a way to kind of, I need that creative outlet anyway, because I just haven't had that a lot. You know, it's kind of all work, all, you know, play. So the streaming has been really good to start to bring that back into my life, where I can start feeling more comfortable just having these random conversations, be it with or without, you know, feedback. You know, talking to a microphone and not necessarily a person is challenging if you know, it's not something that you've done a lot of. So really my goals with streaming are to kind of get that voice back. My ultimate goal is to get back into just creating content and talking about things that I love. As a podcaster, we talked about movies, but it was mostly about, you know, camaraderie and dudeship. Just a bunch of guys hanging out, having fun, talking about the shenanigans that happen throughout the week. But now I want to shift more to really talking about the things in this room. So, you know, whenever you look in this room, there's a lot of really cool stuff here, at least, you know, stuff that I think is cool. And I enjoy talking about it. So my end goal is to, really shift and turn this into just more content creation, and, you know, as my name would suggest, talking about random stuff from the 90s. Yeah, so say that your friend is, I believe that says 38. So we have had number 4 in the Wave Race community. He stops by from time to time. He's actually been extremely helpful. My Pancakes, go and make sure to give him a sub on Twitch. He has been extremely helpful. He has helped me out with some tips and gone as far as made some very specific video tutorials for me to kind of get me going in the game a little bit quicker. And honestly, his feedback has been super helpful for me in my journey, because I have never done any type of speedrunning before. This was just kind of a whim. I've watched a lot of speedrunning. I've always been interested in speedrunning. Yeah, this is really my first go at doing any actual speedruns. I'm probably never going to submit any times. Yeah, you've got to grind so much. Like, I mean, my goal for the night is to shave like less than half a second my single lap time. Um, for the whole race, I'm talking about the same. So it's like, whenever you watch speedrunners, it's like, man, how do you do this? How do you play this game over and over and over? And I thought, man, this is going to be really boring. It's going to drive me insane. I'm not going to want to do this. But once I started doing it, I can't stop. Every night, or every night, I stream twice a week right now, Wednesday and Sunday. I try to go from 9 to 10 Eastern, and every time 10 o'clock rolls around, pretty much, one more for about 15 minutes. But let's just try this one more time. It's addicting. It just kind of puts its hooks into you. So kudos to your friend for putting the time in. I get it whenever you're trying to shave those tenths of a second off. And then whenever you finally do it, it's so rewarding. Whenever I finally broke into the 23-second single lap time, that was the proudest wave race me there was.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll say I'm feeling discouraged. Tonight's just not feeling like we're going to really break into personal best territory. We're getting some good times. It's just I'm better. I went to an amusement park yesterday. The first time in over a year. Oh! Yeah, so my family and I who's huge amusement park fans. In the summertime, that's typically every single weekend, potentially throughout the week. We are either at our local park, which is our home park. I guess it's not really local, but that would be Kings Island in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're not there. We're at Cedar Point in Sandusky. And we're pretty much there every weekend, throughout the week sometimes. Disney, Universal, everything in between. We've got, season passes to a couple of different places. Our plan last year was to do all of the Cedar Fair parks on the East Coast, but that didn't pan out. But anyways, yesterday was our first trip back to the amusement park, so we went to Kings Island yesterday. That place was packed, but it was so much fun to just go walk around. There were a lot of folks like really waiting in line to try and do a lot of things, but we've got all summer, so we pretty much skipped the lines and just enjoyed the day as a family. Got to meet up with a friend. It's my first time seeing a friend face to face in over a year, so that was awesome. Yeah, it's just nice to be outdoors, get some exercise in. According to my phone, I walked over 6 miles, which is kind of hard to believe if you think about it. And it is believable because the park's huge. But I mean, 6 miles and weren't there too long, maybe 6 or 7 hours. Gosh. But didn't feel like I was walking 6 miles. I wouldn't have guessed I walked 6 miles. Also trusting that my phone is accurate too, which I don't know. it can be kind of funky whenever it's, you know, measuring steps and distance and that sort of thing. So, hey, maybe it was wrong the other way. Maybe I walked like 16 miles. Yeah, just, I don't know. Really excited to get out and about more this summer. Have some vacations. Kind of thought about buying an RV. Because then I could just drive the RV wherever I wanted to. You know, do some work, do some play. Basically, my home is just wherever I am at that point. Actually, if I did buy an RV, I would buy like just a little tiny piece of crap Winnebago. And instead of an RV, I would try to glam it up and I would call it the tour bus. So whenever I'd be talking to people, they're like, oh yeah, you know, hey, come back and check out my tour bus. And then back and it says, piece of crap Breaking Bad style Winnebago. Was that the Bounder? Yeah, that's what I need. I need the Bounder. I was like, I thought you said there was a tour bus. Oh yeah, this is it. I mean, it's practically the same thing. It just doesn't have all the logos on it. Oh, no. Greg, do better. There we go. Doing that. Okay. Already making contact with a buoy. First one. Go. I do apologize. Whenever I get quiet, sound like Tweety Bird. Whenever I get quiet, that's typically because I feel like it's going really well, and I'm trying to really focus. Because since I'm talking to you now, I already know that we're not going to be setting any records on this run, but I'm going to go ahead and see it through to the end, just so that we can keep getting the feel for it. I know we were talking about really grinding out, you know, speed run and trying to shave those final seconds off. If you know, if it's something you're interested in, Wave Race is really approachable when it comes to speed running. The only other game I've attempted in the past is Sonic the Hedgehog, and I really just attempted the first level. And it's just so technical, which Wave Race is pretty technical too, but it's like, it's very approachable. It has a very approachable community. There's a fair amount of documentation there, but it's also not so saturated to where you feel like the only way to come in and be competitive at Wave Race is to come in and copy what everyone else has done. There's still room in the Wave Race world for improvement and for new strategies to be identified. And I say that as someone who has not identified any of those yet. I'm just saying that from a realist, from the standpoint of there is still more to this game that hasn't been cracked yet. And there are some amazing people playing right now. I don't mean that as a dig to them at all. It's just there is opportunity here to where if you move into like something Mario, you're going to have a really hard time, you know, breaking into any type of leaderboard. Plus, the community is just so helpful. I mean, number 4 in the world, my oh my pancakes. You know, he just randomly hopped onto the stream one night. I didn't ask him to come by. He started throwing some pointers out there, made me a video. Next thing I knew, I shaved like 2 seconds off of my time. That right there is the most frustrating part to me and like the most challenging, and that's getting the max power every time. Some people, just comes natural to them. Me, nope, not so much. I'll say the thing that would probably be off-putting for a lot of people is the wave race community does not allow emulators for speedruns, which I 100% support. I wish that more speedrunning communities would take up that rule. I am not a fan of emulated speedruns at all. I get that some emulators are good enough that they match one-to-one original hardware, but to me, they just, I don't know, they take something away from it, they open it up too much. Someone, you know, really, you know, I'll say it, I'll call it the elephant in the room, to cheat. While I don't believe that the majority of folks using emulators are cheating, it's just something that I think should be discouraged. Guess if emulators were, and I know they do, this isn't like rocket science here, but I feel like emulators, instead of getting a tag like next to someone standing on the leaderboard in most games, it really should be its own category. Just because I think there's something to be said about playing a game on original hardware versus an emulator and a keyboard, or even if you have a you know, like a controller. Okay, there we go. Whenever I first started taking the route that takes you to the right of the island instead of to the left, for those of you who have been playing Wave Race, you know, the left is the more natural route. Just kind of sets you up for no. Um, but anyway, that going to the right, it just feels wrong whenever you start doing it. But I'm really happy with how we're getting with the corner there. It's really starting to come together. Except right there, that really sucked. So last week in the chat, someone brought up the question of, is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco? And I thought that was a really good debate, because I could see it either way. but it brought up the whole other chat of, well, what about a taco versus a burrito? Where's that point that a taco becomes a burrito? And I worked in Texas for, off and on for a little while. And this is like a really confusing topic for me. Where I was in Texas, everyone got really heated whenever I would come in, and I'm like, hey, check it out. I got a breakfast burrito. They're like, oh yeah, did you get those at the gas station? Those are really good, but that's a taco. Yeah, but look at it, it's all, rolled up. There's no opening. Ah, that's a taco, man. Yeah, okay. But everyone got all wound up about, is it a taco or a burrito? So the only thing that I could really figure out was I guess a real burrito is actually like rolled up and covered in something, either sauce or cheese or something, and you eat it with like a knife and a fork. And everything else is a taco. Like if you pick it up and eat it, it's practically a taco. But then this, so this is where I'm going to bring it back to is a hot dog a taco or a sandwich? Is a taco? Is that just a sandwich? It's essentially a bread product with some filling in it. Oh no. So I kind of see to where there could be an argument made. Ah, no. That a taco is really just a sandwich. In which case, there's no argument of a hot dog. If you say it's a taco, okay, that's fine. But a taco is just a sandwich anyway. Moral of the story is, I'm pretty sure that a hot dog is a sandwich. Although I would like to start referring to hot dogs as American tacos. Even though I believe hot dogs are German by nature. I just see hot dogs as being a pretty American thing. And the reason this came up is I absolutely love hot dogs. It's crazy because I cook a lot of really good food. A lot of barbecue. I don't know, just a lot of like crazy things. It's like the cheap 10-cent microwaved hot dog. Can't beat it. Absolute trash food. It's good. All right. I mean, it's not much. It's not much, but it's something. Let's see here. I'd like to thank the Academy. I would like to thank my coaches. Let's see, Jesus, Satan, all those people. I was looking at the leaderboards earlier. If I were to submit this time, I believe this would put me at number 3. Oh, wait, sorry, the single lap. It would put me at number 50. That time will put me at number 50. So I'm going to say this is my 12th session playing Wave Race. I have not been playing it outside of the stream, aside from just practicing the max power off the line here and there. But yeah, for 12 sessions and putting down a time that would qualify me for top 50. That's pretty cool. And again, probably not going to be submitting times. I just like comparing to, you know, this is baseline. This is what other people are doing. Oh, way too far left on the last left buoy, the slalom. Use your words, Craig. Whoa. So, I've seen them for a while now, and I think they're absolutely adorable. But the amusement park we go to, they're like all in on them this year, and that's Squishmallows. And I've seen them before. There's another Twitch streamer that I watch, the Crane Couple, where they, pre-pandemic, they went to arcades and played a lot of claw machine, and I just really enjoyed watching their content. But they really got a lot of these Squishmallow things. Can someone tell me what a Squishmallow is? I mean, I think that they're adorable, and they look awesome. It's just like they just took off and they just came out of nowhere. You know, where did a Squishmallow come from? What's the story behind the Squishmallow? I feel like almost it's like a Furby thing. Like, you know, they're just the popular thing to have overnight. And I have no clue how they got popular.
You almost had it.
I like how the narrator, too. I'm literally throwing down some of the best times that I've ever had. And honestly, like, right now, I could beat just about any casual player. And he's still like, okay, not so bad. You know, that's good, I guess. Come on, dude. Can't you give me a good job? Can't you give me a pat on the back, Dad? Can't you acknowledge that I'm doing good? Be proud of me, damn it. Way too squirrely through the slalom again. Yeah, see, look at that. No! Then it completely throws me off my game. Tells me I'm weak. And I just decided to beach it right onto the island. A little squirrely there. Too awful bad, I guess. Okay. Turning early there, that's for sure. Here we go. One more time. One. I think the problem now on the start is I've been practicing with no game audio and just doing it all visually. Because I feel like for me I was trying to like process too much all at once. And whenever you throw in the audio, it just throws me off. Oh! Okay, here we go. Tune out the game up. Play this golf style. Super quiet. McElroy's. teeing up at the 8th hole. This is a doozy, John. Oh yeah, he's got the wind coming in from the southeast there. Be a real challenge. Oh, he hooked it. I tried to get into golf a couple of years ago. Actually bought 2 sets of clubs. It was a package deal. It was one of those, you know, $100 for both sets, or 150 for one. Well, 75 for one. Sorry, went the wrong direction there. But I always made the joke, you know, got 2 sets. That way, whenever I went through the first one, I had another set to back up on. But I never could get into it. I never got good enough to actually, like, keep score. Because it would have just been way too depressing.
You almost had it.
Gosh, that's a good time. Alright, got the hiccups. Like, someone scare me. Hiccups. They'll throw me off. Oh no. That was way too gnarly through there. Yeah, so whenever you hit a buoy, just fall like straight off the wave runner. You know, you're having a bad time. You know, it happens. Here. 10 o'clock. Tired, but that old, yep. Keep going.
3, 2, 1.
I have been looking into streaming audio setups. I have left over from my podcasting days isn't like the most appropriate for what I'm going for. I've got some like microphones that I would have used in the past are more meant to be like right in your face, which is ultimately what I want to get away from with this guy. Because I just want to have a nice picture, microphone out of the shot. So I've been looking at some options there. As a suggestion, shoot them my way. Looking for some real world experience. I've got a fairly nice, like, the audio interface, but kind of weird. I'd rather not use it. Just because I think it's easier without it. And I'm not saying that because I want a lower quality stream. It's really just because I want an easy stream. I want to be able to... Oh! Ow! I want to be able to come in, hit the go live button, and everything just work. Whenever I start adding in the audio interface and audio chains and all of that stuff, it's just... I don't know. It starts to be more like work. And this is my fun time. I work hard the rest of the time. And if you're going to recommend a USB microphone, be forewarned, I am a Linux user. So basically, if it comes with its own software, you can forget it. Yeah. Ah, gosh. Okay. Um, uh,
Select your
let's
course,
do a little
please.
bit of a palette cleanser here. I'll play another course for a second. Um, my theory is that I played Drake Lake so much now that I'm kind of getting burnt out on it. So we're going to try another course here and see, yeah, just see what's up. See if we can have a little bit of palette cleanser and then go back to Drake Lake and see if that helps us out. And so keep in mind too, we're not looking at any spectacular times here. I'm really just looking for, let's mix this up a little bit. Yeah, let's just try to make the most of our time. Like I said, not looking for any record-breaking times here. It's really, I'm just trying to clear my head of Drake Lake and move away from some of the distractions I might have. Consider this wave race yoga. Funny story. Um,
Almost had it.
so today is Mother's Day, obviously. So my kid, he, you know, writes his name in the Mother's Day card that we picked out for his mom. And hey, you should draw a picture in there for him. So he drew a picture. It was myself, his mom, him, and his imaginary friend Gears. Which it cracks me up that I always had like an imaginary friend whenever I was growing up. I know it sounds weird, but I think it's just one of those things that kids do. But anyway, he draws himself, and instead of having like two legs pointing down towards the ground, he just got like this one line just parallel with the ground, and he says, "That's me. I'm doing yoga." I'm like, all right, cool. But it just, I don't know, kind of cracks me up that he thought to make his stick figure doing yoga. So, I owe my pancake sent me a video of some cool assisted stuff. I think it was in this video that I was watching, where they were actually using the buoys and bouncing off of them just right to make them go faster. But I thought that was pretty cool.
Select your course,
Okay.
please.
Go back to Drake Lake. Like I said, I just wanted to clear my mind a little bit there. And off to a good start. Gosh.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, pretty good turn. Pretty happy with that. A little bit of time on the island there. I'm real happy about that. Steering a lot through the slaloms. No, it doesn't look like it, but I was. That's another reason why I want to get one of those input display deals so that you guys can see the buttons I'm pressing. No! Oh! The game was generous. But boy, did I throw it away. Tomorrow is Monday. Got any big plans for the week? Anything good going on? Tell me something good. Ah, so how about that Dogecoin? We'll need to watch Elon SNL. But man, I was really looking for the added hype to send it up to $1, because that's essentially all Dogecoin is hype. I was really shocked to see it go the other direction. But at the same time, I look for Dogecoin to be dead in a year anyway. Maybe not a year, but eventually. It can hang on for a little while. But it not actually having any real utility, I can see why its value would drop like it did. But also, I'm shocked its value is what it is. Oh no! It was going so smooth. Watched some kids movie the other day on Netflix. I forget what it was called. It was essentially, you know, everyone's phone kind of took over the world. It was a really good movie. Had yeah, I had Maya Rudolph in it. Other people, for some reason, she's the only one I can remember. Danny McBride. He played the dad, I believe. Yeah, just it was a really good kids movie. There's some really good kids movies and shows out there right now. For a while with my kid, he was just watching so much garbage like Ryan's World, Flippy, all this educational stuff on Nick Jr. Yeah, but now he's like into Bluey and some Cartoon Network stuff. And, okay, now you're talking my language, kid. Oh, man. Okay, man, I'll run this guy a couple of times. I really wanted to beat my best lap time. I'm really disappointed that I haven't beaten that single lap time tonight. Well, that's not going to do it, that's for sure.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on. Come on, Craig.
3, 2, 1.
But for those of you watching, how boring has it been watching the same course over and over? I know I've asked this before, and I was like, oh no, it's not boring. It's totally fine. We know what we're in for. Like, me putting myself in a viewer's... No! Come on! Me putting myself in a viewer's shoes. Man. Sit and watch me play this over and over. Yeah, I think it's cool. By all means, keep doing it. But yeah, it's like I'd love to hear what you guys think. Well, what's your opinion? What is the allure to watching someone grind out a speed run? If that's what the kids call it these days, grinding? Is that right? Well, back in my day, grinding was something you did on rollerblades or skateboards. Speaking of, I'm getting real serious about buying a pair of rollerblades. I've talked about it for a while now. Pretty sure it's time. I should start like a rollerblade gang. Be like a biker gang, except you know we're all on rollerblades. Just go around, cause a ruckus. Oh, oh, that was going pretty well too. Thinking about being one of those streamer guys that wear sunglasses all the time. If it weren't for the glare off my lighting package, I would definitely do that. I think it would really add to the ambiance. You know, it wouldn't look weird at all. Just you know, sitting here at my computer wearing sunglasses. Just realized his number is 22. No significance there. I never noticed he had a number before. There we go. Far so good. Quite as tight as I would like it. The corner, that is. Oh. Slalom. That was a sloppy slalom right there. Oh. Oh. Harsh. Okay, so I think we're going to try this. We're going to try to complete this one more time. There are probably going to be a few restarts in there. That's fine. But I think that we're going to get to that point that for me, I'm a little bit burnt out on the game. Not burnt out, just for the evening. Not the game, just the... We're basically to that point of diminishing returns for me. So we're going to play this guy. We're going to do our best to get a good solid lap in. Probably going to call it a night from there. But as you guys watch me finish out these last laps, I really appreciate everyone stopping by. It means a lot to me seeing that folks are engaged and enjoying the content. It's definitely a better feeling than streaming to no one, which I expected would be the case starting out, and so far, that really hasn't happened. A few segments here and there, so waiting on folks to kind of file in, so I appreciate everyone. No! Sure to follow me on Twitch. And like to subscribe, all that good stuff. Whatever the kids do these days. I'll be sure to reciprocate where I can. But if you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything that you wanna see changed up, anything I could do better, drop me a message. I'm an approachable guy. So, terrible route on that first lap. Definitely, this is not going the way that I would like to see it. I'm all out of sync. A rhythm on tapping the E button. Way too wide. What's really funny is, if I wouldn't have completely beefed it right there, I would have pulled off like a 116, 117. And I think whenever we first started, 3-4 weeks ago, like an incredible time to me was like a 123. So it's like here I am now, like disappointed that I took a turn too wide, or you know, I steered too much in the slalom. I got up on the island, and you know, threw down a 116 and 117. It's still 5 seconds better than what I would have done whenever we started. Ooh. Oh no! That was gonna be a good one.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
So I don't remember the actual name of the game, but this course always reminds me of a fishing game that I played on PC probably in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it might have been called Bunker Bass. But, yeah, you could see fish kind of swimming around like you do here. And seeing sprites under the water always reminds me of that. Okay, we're probably just going to... Whatever happens, we're going to try to finish this guy. Unless I completely beef it. Appreciate everyone that has stuck around this long. It's been a long time watching someone run the same course over and over and over. And not really see a ton of gains from it. I definitely did not hit my goal for Sea-Doo Sunday. We will have to make sure that we redeem ourselves on a Wednesday for Wave Race 1. No! Oh! Oh!
You almost had it.
Okay, so I don't want to go out like that. I can't do it. We can't end there, right? I mean, I want to go to bed, but how can I end like that?
3, 2, 1. Not that far.
Okay, we're so good. Oh,
3, 2, 1.
just want a good, clean run.
2, 1.
That is not the makings of a good clean run.
3, 2, 1. That was sweet.
I know I've said it before, but typically whenever I get quiet, because yeah, just really trying to concentrate. Still haven't mastered the game and talk portion of streaming yet. I think I just threw away this run right there.
You
Yep.
almost
Oh well.
had it.
But anyways, thanks everyone for joining in tonight. Like I said, it means a lot. Be sure to give me a follow, check me out on social media, all that good stuff. But most importantly, tune in on Wednesday for Wave Race Wednesdays, where we will be doing exactly the same thing that we did tonight, but we'll be doing it on Wednesday. And everyone knows Wednesday is the best day to check out some new streams on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter, wherever you get your content. But anyways, thanks again for joining me, and I will see everyone back on Wednesday. Have a great week, and